Greetings, scoundrels. Welcome to the Blades in the Dark Roll20 review, part 3. We're going to go over creating a game in Roll20 and all of the settings and configurations that you want to do to get the absolute most out of it you can. This can be done either if you have the existing Dustfall bundle that has the Haunts of Dustfall campaign module, or if you get Skrillex bundle, which has everything in it. So assuming you've got one of those, let's go over to our Roll20 main page and say create new game. In here, you will want to look for the Haunts of Dustfall campaign module. So we'll go right down to that, add it to the game. You notice that immediately that adds the Blades in the Dark character sheet to that particular game. So you don't have to select the character sheet, it's already right here. Let's go ahead and name it My Blades Game and say I'm ready to create the game. When the game is created, there's a couple things you want to do before you actually jump into it, just so that it's you get all the bells and whistles. So the first thing you want to do is go into the token marker set and add the Blades in the Dark token markers to the set. The token markers in this we use for the faction tier and their hold, and we've got those all pre-set up in advance. So you want to add that before you launch the first time so those don't get lost. I'll show you when we actually get in. The next thing you want to do, and this will probably be automated in the future once the Compendium is actually released, but in case you're adding this to a existing game that you just purchased the Compendium and you want to add it to it, or if it doesn't automatically sync up, you want to go into settings and say game settings, and then under Compendium settings, if it already says Blades in the Dark, great, but if not, go ahead and just select that, click Save Compendium Settings, and then Save Changes, and now your Blades game is ready to go. It's ready for you to dive in. So let's get in there and just launch the game, and then we'll go through all the content in the next part. But when we launch it, we'll see that it automatically starts with a start page that kind of gives you the very first things that you want to do. We'll shrink that down a little bit so it's easier to see. And these are some resources for players and GMs and some universal resources as well. In part 4, I'm going to go through the entire module itself, but this is how we get started. And right here, if you look, you'll see an invite link. You can send that to your players to get them in the game and play with you. More in the next part.